Right where we left off. Oh man, hideaway's all fucked up.
That night 5 years ago, we destroyed what for many was a symbol of hope.
5 years ago?
For a reason they'll never know.
Well, yeah, another time jump.
I cannot blame them for thinking us the cause of their misery. Though it's to give them a better tomorrow, they see only that we've made their lives harder today. Yet the boil must be lanced if it is to heal.
So I just found out that we time jumped 5 years ahead.
I can't help but wonder if we've made the right
events
choice.
Of that last stream.
When Sid
a piece of
said
shit,
that he
dude.
wanted to create a world where we were free. Free to choose our own path.
Dog's getting bigger.
I honestly don't think it mattered to him if that choice was right or wrong. Only that it was our own.
I miss him.
A world where we can live and die as equals. That's what he wanted. What we
I guess
want.
we've been on a boat.
And that's why I bear his name. It's why we've all chosen to bear his legacy.
The end of Act 1 is pretty crazy, dude. The fucking...
And I'm not going to let anything stand in our way.
Rides over, lovebirds.
Ran into some
Home
shit with
sweet
Sid.
home.
Broke one of the mother crystals. It's like the size of a fucking mountain. Ooh. That looks like the... Oh, this is the new hideaway. Looks like a ship. Somebody found out about the hideaway and they went and killed all our guys. That was how the act ended. Sid's dead. Shit's fucked.
Otto was asking after you. Let's go and see him.
Never a dull moment.
It's pretty crazy. 5 years, huh?
Welcome back, Sid.
Finish with that lot
What?
so we can call it a morning.
Almost done.
Are they fucking calling me Sid now?
Otto will want to know what happened in Cosnes. I expect he'll be in the mess.
Look, it's Sid.
You think I'm
Staying on
Sid?
this time?
Holy shit.
Word of your
he
adventures
calls me Clive.
arrived this morning.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republic.
Gav's all fucked up. You lost an
Should be
eye.
back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
And I want to know what it is now. I don't know who this is.
Trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
Well,
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Spicy.
is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. But the real question is, how did we get here?
How did we get here?
Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the Crystalline Dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
I want to see my boy Tomes. I'm glad he made it out alive.
Norseman Harpocrat.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Already? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence. Now, that said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake, but without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind.
We ran
There
into
are not
Typhon.
many in
We
this
ran
world
into
who would
Ultron.
indulge the whims of a tired old
Down in
historian.
the Crystal Caves.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
Bro, there's one in the town.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Who this?
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it.
Oh, wow.
What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a Stolas.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
And what can I do for you?
She seemed a little older.
Go on then. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
What do
This
you
guy
need?
made it out too.
So, what'll it be?
Oh, hell yeah.
No scratches, all right? And?
Once the hall's swept, it's over to the Tavern Crown.
Ooh, some loot. Oh, Wall of Memories. Oh, there he is. His eyes all gone.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance. The one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give.
Damn.
In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima.
Flashback.
If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals. To Cid.
Oh shit. Man himself. Damn, he's fucking tall. Oh, it's been another 5 years, dude.
And so the North is lost.
Who's this
I knew that the
person?
blight spread ever more.
Attendant to Joshua. Goat. That baby boy's growing.
Swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
I wonder if I'll get to play as him again, now that he can, looks like, fight, take care of himself.
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Oh, Martha.
Very well. What would make Martha leave the rest?
Oh, Martha. Who's that thing? Ooh.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lad blood was some.
You think?
Of course it does. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing. Complained that it was getting harder
and now she's fallen into the hands of
a couple of curse breakers. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I...
Don't worry, Otto.
Damn. So nobody can see that Moogle. Alright.
If you need volunteers, just say the word. I got a band when it comes to you.
Oh, there's a quest over here. Caulk and Ball. We'll see what this guy wants me to do.
Damn blighted bilge.
Oof.
Is everything...
Aside from the holes in my hut.
The lake water doesn't agree with it.
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to that slurry will keep eating away at the timber like young Tet does our... Assuming we had any pitch. We doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen.
This guy's spicy.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round it. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
All right. I think we gotta leave town. Ooh. All right.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. The trees don't have teeth.
Over here! Get him! This one. Over here! Get him!
Got him.
I can't imagine Obolus needing any more than this. Time to head home.
That's it? That's all we needed from here? down the elevator.
Finish with that lot.
Welcome back, Sid.
Well?
Find is one way of putting...
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse.
I'll go.
Yeah.
Now we can go back here. Keep on trucking with the main scenario.
What happened here?
Oh, shit.
Come on. We need to find the others.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Let's get you to a physical, shall we?
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm.
Uh-oh.
Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but... all I
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey, sheltering Martha.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said, I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
It's crazy all the people who think that I'm Sid out here. Music's
Cole is right.
serious.
That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But to Culling, bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Hold on.
Don't feel good, boy.
My dog.
If those horses touch the air on Martha's head.
Don't worry, honey. We're gonna go and knock him out the box. Sorrowwise.
Look. Up ahead.
Another one of our people.
Martha.
Oh no.
Are you hurt?
It's Martha.
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn
The Black Shield.
The bastards caught wind. The Abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds. Poor souls turned on the Imperials.
Then,
Oh no.
Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is...
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black Shields? Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far. Even for the Empire.
Do I gotta fight those guys? I'm gonna just see what happens if I keep running. Hell yeah. I'm just gonna keep on running.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
Make it look easy.
Oof. Oh no.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them.
Oh, hell no.
Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious
I
offense.
think you guys are about to get seriously fucked up right now.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Over here!
Got him.
Is that all of them?
I think so. I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Found her.
The abbot.
Fuck.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cuttings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Martha to beg Sid's aid. And tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid! Where are you? Sid! In here! We found a survivor!
Clive.
Oh no.
He's gone.
Saw that coming.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers... they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice.
They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Arthur said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the Abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix Jump. The currents there are swift. If the Abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Release. Oh. I'm over here thinking I have a fucking horse in Diablo. Whoops. Well, let's fight these assholes. I don't like them.
Over here!
Well, I'll fight them. Gotta go all the fucking way around? Hold on. No, we gotta go all the way around. Okay. Oh shit, one of those guys? I gotta fight him. Fucking eyeball guys. Oh. I see. He's a bounty. What? Notorious marks. Hell yeah. Every now and then Clive may encounter creatures larger, faster, and more ferocious than most, while flight is always an option. Defeating these notorious marks can earn him not only renown, but also rare materials that can be used to craft new gear or upgrade existing items. Oh yeah.
You think it's spotted us, Torgal? What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
Oh no, is that gonna kill me? I don't like that. Holy shit. Oh shit.
Nice try.
Get him!
Well done, Torgal.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Get him!
This guy's got some HP.
Get him! This way!
Too slow.
Get him! Over here!
Nice try.
Ooh! Got a little greedy on that one. There it is. Man, he was fucking tough. A lot of XP.
You didn't see that coming.
Oof. Good boy. Looks like he's wearing a costume. That was neat.
That must be the bridge.
Actually, that's a shiny. And I'm gonna pick it up. Yoink. Oof.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna be teleporting. I bet you that board that I saw in town with the Moogle has something to do with the notorious found.
Best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Glad Martha's okay.
No one survived.
I'm sorry. Before...
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hand. Cole said you cast their remains. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How?
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire.
Yeah.
Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. what these Black Shields are doing. Which begs the question, my mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
Unpicking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them,
Damn.
preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can
upset.
come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening.
Tell him, Martha.
Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my...
Just at least some cursing. I don't even know what that is. New side quest. You know we're gonna get it.
Try not to move.
Oi! You handy, of course you are. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or
chocobos?
You heard me right, and not just a Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you...
Chocobo.
It's true. Well, go on then. There's a...
Where can I find...
I saw him. You
go
save
fight some
Whiteheart and
fucking
her
chocobos?
flock, you hear? And don't...
I'm sure.
And good luck.
When do I get a chocobo though?
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
We'll see if it's quite the name. There's no chocobos here. Oh, that's a big feather, though.
A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one. Speaking of break, looks like they went that way.
Things sure got gloomy in the last 5 years. Look at all the clouds.
These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
You fucking killed those guys. Uh-oh. Here we go.
We got you cornered. You didn't think you seen Dubin.
Not around here.
Oh.
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
You can do that if that's what you want to do.
All yours, Torvald. Over here. Attack. You're finished.
Ow.
Over here.
Nice try.
Over here! This one. Kill! Over here! Go!
It's across the road. Level up.
You're safe now. White Hart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar. It couldn't be.
Oh no.
Ambrosia.
Do I get red chocobos now?
It is you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
And not only that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are. Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Ah, a few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old White Hart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry. We'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem... That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No. No, thank you.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the... Anyhow, let's be on my...
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Hell yeah. Chocobo unlocked. Yeah, yeah, yeah. After 18 long years, Clive has finally been reunited with his faithful steed. Hold R3 while in the field to summon Ambrosia. Fuck yeah. Let's see how we move now.
Let's go.
Yes. A little bummed about the lack of Chocobo music, though, if I'm being honest.
No holding back. Straight home now.
Oop. Dodge too early.
Nice try.
Ow. 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 Man, you went buck wild there for a second.
This one.
If he carried by accident, he didn't do it on purpose. So he's dead. Now that you got a Chocobo, time to go to a Chocobo-free zone.
Where's Gav?
Where's Gav?
I hear there's trouble.
There he is. Homie, Big Gav. I like his little fucking mini braids.
I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
Oh,
no kind
man.
words be ruled, pal Gav.
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
Fucking little braids. Little ponies.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's Head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
God, dude.
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist.
Like, what do you get out of having two? You could just have one.
And now the
She's got
Republic's
one.
finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse
Barkeep
to
only
declare
has one.
war on Sambrek. Lined
Oh,
up
he's
right
got
outside
three?
the Dominion's
Oh,
gate
shut
as
the
we
fuck
speak,
up.
looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Ortha.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers.
It's almost like he needs
ready
four.
to set upon the war-weary
Look how
victor.
uneven that is, and the camera's just hovering right over it. They're like, yeah, he's got three
They'll never see us
opponents.
coming.
Off center. Deal with it.
It's time we moved on the mother crystals.
Oh shit. You can see though they accounted for it. The
Four
hair's
mother
like just
crystals
pulled
remain
over to
in
that
storm
side.
and
It's not
ash.
even missing it. It's
Drake's
just how he
breath
fucking
near
does it.
Iron
Oh,
Drake's
what a
fang in
dweeb.
Dhalmekia. Drake's spine in Waloed. And Drake's tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's fang will be left exposed.
So we're out here destroying.
That is
four
exactly the
crystals
move Kupka
instead of
would
going to
anticipate.
retrieve them.
And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never
Shitload
been
of
much
sea.
of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle.
Ah, the
Rosfield.
uncle.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over
Clive
100
just played
cities.
the, well, I've got an uncle card. Incredible.
Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
And Uncle Byron.
Well, it's settled then. What are we
My
waiting
boy in the back
for?
on the loop.
eh?
He's the one that's playing the song right now. Everybody's so happy right now. Called it. Following hideaway facilities are now available. Client reports the patrons whisper in the hunt board.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
On autumn's breath, ill tidings born.
No, that's a bad
and
song.
burst while home
You should feel bad for it. Seen a little side quest.
That room's as ragged as goat's locks.
So Mather's all right.
My boy Nectar.
What's the matter, Nectar? The hunt board? It's where the curse breakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts.
There it is.
Those that might pose a threat. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with late. Right. Well, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. The last thing they need is ungodly feet, and perhaps I can.
Let's take a look. Whooped his ass. Angel of Death, huh? And Belphegor. Location Clairview Sandbreak. The broken hilt? Let's go get him. After we talk to these guys real quick.
How are you doing? Quick look. Think you can help?
Who's this?
Oh, Clive! The patrons, does that mean...
Oh, no. I still... Is everything we've received and everything promised. You earned this. Here you are. Hasn't been delivered yet, I'm afraid.
Oh, I see.
All done?
Gotta get renowned in this game too, huh?
Here for another of my lectures. What is it that you wish to learn?
Oh. Huh.
I have the details here.
Oh, this is cool. Motherfucking puppy. Big dog. There's my chocobo. Whoa. This is fucking cool. Who's this? Tiamat. Wait, what? Oh. I remember him now. Fuck, this is wild.
Study it well, Clive.
Huh.
Very good.
Oh, neat stuff.
Broom's as ragged as goat.
finish with that log so we can call it a morning.
I saw a side quest.
Almost done.
How do I go over there? To the backyard. I think I gotta go up and come down some other way.
I hear there's trouble.
Think it's all right to touch him?
Aha. Way the fuck out of the way.
Won't be long now, Martel. See,
Is everything all right?
Oh.
It's good to know.
Martel, I am not impressed. You.
It'll be nice being...
Oh, she always had
I
a
don't
here you
care
go.
about your problems.
You hear that, Martel?
It's not the
At least the side quest is just in town. What a chore, though.
Did you come through the forge today?
I hate this place.
That room's as ragged as go.
You two look like you could use something to...
Have some apples.
Martel.
Weren't she the girl from the
Of course she...
I am brave.
These aren't those apples, are they? She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
Others weren't so lucky, though.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could seed and have them right from the branch, made Martel livid. Not that anyone could...
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you?
Hang on. These aren't Martells. I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Also, well, you can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the
I
god.
want to go back there.
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
God damn it. Oh, can I go around this way? Unless you got feet up by your ears. Spicy. What's in it?
Perhaps they're old enough for the sons of Zemeckis. And you say Sid built this place?
Did you come through the forge today?
Oh my god, those apples were real tasty.
The curse breakers send their thanks.
Horses, excuse me.
And they were clear.
They rent my sheep when They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful?
Some good XP though. For literally just running around the town. Now on to something with a little bit more substance.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
Uh-oh.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
Hey, guess what?
More
We're
than
gonna ride our
likely.
chocobo.
Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
mockery of justice is what it is. Lord.
Quiet, you! Nothing but...
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship.
Damn,
You
that
shall
piece
have
of
our
shit.
full...
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right, I heard you the first time.
Excuse me, but...
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There've been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants... Empire...
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions?
100? I heard it were 1,000.
We're going hunting for outlaws.
Oh, this music is spooky. It's like something's gonna happen.
I ain't got much, but what's mine is yours, for a price.
Speak with several of the villagers. One of two.
You
This
seen
fucking
him,
cool
didn't
guy.
you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. At least I think they was the Black Shields.
Was this the first time they've...
But what do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought if only we were, I might have turned him in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out. Greetings, friend.
I know that.
We couldn't help...
Don't you go telling these strangers. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber.
May I at least ask...
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but the Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay, some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then this village will not be...
Damn.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosaria would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
We just gotta run on our white chocobo.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Uh-oh, some of those guys.
Ever since the Apoditry, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The Mother Crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it. All right. Straight home now. This one. All yours, Torgal. Get him.
Stopped here because I saw this chest.
Ready, go? Faster!
Faster.
More of my mother's men.
You can just fuck right off. I got work to do. What, the spiders really jumped out of the bushes at me.
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
Ah.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation.
Oh, you're welcome.
To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria. This one. Go!
This guy looks like a wizard.
This one. Get him.
Was a wizard.
Over here. Go! This one. This one. Stay down. This one. Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Aldil. Guardians of the Flame.
That's what I'm saying.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
We've got to move. Oops. Say we've got to move.
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
Fuck, dude. Oh, that is awful.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Killed everybody here. Seems fucking bleak.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Fly, Ambrosia.
I bet they aren't even there.
That'll do, girl.
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morning.
Shouting from down the road.
They tell us there's a curfew.
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial...
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
The Empire would have us live in the Deadlands.
Good girl.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened.
Damn.
The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better. That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Man, let me ride my horse.
My children are starving!
Have mercy.
Voice for dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
Oh, good enough for everything!
Wow. You chinless bastards. Those crystals belong to us all.
Chinless bastard.
Away with you, filth! Back to your stall! Cut you down where you
Oh,
stand!
this is about to get violent.
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to...
I suspect everyone. Was that the only way in?
Officially, my uncle wants... the Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
Probably not.
As long as it is abandoned.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
These three
Maybe
high
they
potions
found
trying
who
to
they were
summon a
looking
horse.
for. Come on.
That's cool. The Lazarus District.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Alright, who's in town?
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Some jamokes.
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Oh boy.
Or not.
Crushed him.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Is he?
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix.
It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh?
Some homies.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us.
So you killed my homies, but their problems are your own.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
They weren't even important. It's like those guys, they didn't even matter. Not even a big deal.
And those who wouldn't
no
bend
one's
the
gonna
knee?
miss them.
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know.
How long is your delay set to?
Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
I'm not sure. Should only be like a couple seconds, though.
So Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Default. That's
Make
what
ready.
I'm gonna go with.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else.
Yoga.
If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
There's your delay.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must.
Or we'll bust.
So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
Wade's pumped.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
How about we open this box first? Looks like the MC. Twinsies.
We'll show them the
You are welcome to what little we have managed to salvage.
Emphasis on little.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Maybe we are.
Nothing
It's medieval
fancy.
times, dude.
You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements.
Maybe he's a bastard.
Who will be met? This will allow us to wage battle while the Black Shields have an advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough.
But until we arrive...
So Wade.
Very good.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we should...
Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by the various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Or stay, go, I don't give a shit.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention.
Wow, he doesn't
It's been a
use
game of
Choco.
cat
Oh, he
and mouse
does!
ever since.
Hell yeah. Chocobo party over here.
I got me sideways.
Come along now.
The bastards are lucky.
There they are.
This is a long run.
On your command, my lord.
I'm gonna ruin these guys' day.
What is it now? We bear a message for the Vice.
Ha! That a pair of filthy could guard aught against the might of the... Die along with your flame!
Somebody gonna learn the hard way.
For us area!
For us area!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear. Get him!
I'm not in the party.
Get him! Sick him! Get him!
I don't think so.
Bloody
Who's
hell!
left? Anyone?
Reinforcements
This
from the
guy?
far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
Take care of the trash mob first. Ooh! I did dash right here.
Get him!
More dragons.
Whoa. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Hold on! Kill!
Get him!
Hell yeah.
A noble stand,
Uh-oh.
albeit
Big stick guy.
misguided one. In taking it,
Oh, they won't even let me skip his
you
dialogue.
have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing. This one.
Oh, big range.
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
Ouch. Ouch. Wasn't paying attention. That's better.
This one.
Fuck.
Nice try. Over here.
Ah! Hail Mary move. Ah! Oh, that was close. Oh man, it shouldn't have been, but it was.
I don't see any more.
No.
It did. We sent every last one of... Perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. She'll move swiftly to see her.
And then it will... I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades'
Good
endeavors?
old uncle.
Since the beginning.
Oh, that's why they're related. They're
Lord
cousins.
Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Thanks, homie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Oof. Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Uncle. With the big axe.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue!
My uncle.
You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod.
Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
Rutherford?
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not
Big fucking cat back there.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy. But now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first?
It's like nobody knows who Sid was.
Fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
I think that's gonna be a wrap on today, homies. I'll catch you later.